Hello and welcome to this quick tutorial on setting up a QR code for your business. QR codes have become more and more prevalent in today's world where we need to use QR codes to go into a venue and it is attached to something. So things that you can use QR codes for things like taking people to your Instagram, to a location. You can have them linked to a PDF file or a website URL. You can even have them sent to text, as well as your address and details. This is QR Stuff. You can find it at qrstuff.com. They do have free resources, and so I'm going to show you a little bit around the free one. You can actually also sign up as well. As I said, I just use the free one, and I'm not sure what the pricing is. So normally you can find the pricing down the bottom here, but we will find that out. You can have a look up if you decide that you want to pay for the service. There are so many different types of QR creators out there, so have a look around, see which one suits you. But I just wanted to give you a little bit of an idea. Explore more benefits. Here we go. So it's $7.50 a month. This will probably be in US. And that gives you a whole lot of information. So, and you can go right up to $12, and I would say again, US a month. But we are not worried about that so much. What we are going to do is have a look at the data type and the type of QR code that you can create. So you simply pick what it is that you want to have your QR code set up for. So I actually have a QR code which is set up for a V card, and I create by putting my name, address, job title, business, phone, I don't have fax anymore, email address, my website, organization, my address, everything. And then I can create my QR code. So there's lots of different things that you can do. And you can even add your own logo to it. But let's just do a simple one that we are going to just simply do a website URL. Now, don't just think about your own website. Think about also where, say, for example, you want to gather people's information. You can simply hand out the QR code, get them to scan it, and it can go back into, say, a Google form. So it doesn't necessarily have to be your own website. But let's do it for this. We're going to do our website. You need to fill in, make sure that you've got the HTTP. I'm just going to add an S into this. So : / because Connect Her is a secure site. You can have a dynamic one. And if you want to find out what a static URL code is, which is just coming in with this, or you can have it where it shortens to a shorter URL. It will explain it here exactly what it does. So what's a dynamic one and what is a static one. But we are going to go with a dynamic because what it does is it actually hides your QR code. So you can have a look. That's what my QR code looks like right this second. But I can also change it. I can add a little logo. So I'm going to browse and grab my logo. Oh, no thanks. That's only for subscribers. There's a couple that you can actually upload your logo. But what you can do is also change your color. So if you know your own hex code, you can change that. You can make your corners so that they're rounded. Make your fill. I want to make my fill just to be white. And this is my QR code. And so if somebody scans that, they are going to go directly to connecther.com.au. I can download my QR code. I'm going to say no thanks. So this has got only 50 scans. So once it's been scanned by 50 times, that will be the end of it. So we can then download that. Now, the other thing that we can do is, I'm not going to download it today, but because I've already got my QR codes set up. You can also have it to a PayPal as well. So if you've got a particular product and you're out and about, you can get them to scan to a PayPal payment, which is just fantastic too. So it is probably, if you're going to be using a lot of QR codes and you're going to be using them for different reasons, the best thing is that you can get really good designs if you subscribe to any of the different companies. There won't be any ads, which is just fantastic. One thing that I do love about it is that you are able to get some analytics. So you can see which QR codes are working. It's great for A/B testing. It's also really good if you want to see where you're getting your attraction from and your clientele from. And the other thing, when you sign up with any of these companies, now I'm not affiliated to QR Stuff or anything like that. It's just the one that I came across about 11 years ago and I just use it regularly. When I know that I'm getting around to that 50 sort of mark, I will come and create new codes, but you get unlimited QR codes, which is just brilliant. So this is QR Stuff. If you're not sure about this one, just Google free QR codes and they are out there. You'll be able to get plenty. Don't be limited to just thinking that you only have to use them for websites, because as you can see here, there is a whole lot of different things. You can have it set up that you enter their telephone number, you enter your telephone number and they scan it and the message will come to them. So if you've got things like an invitation, you can create a QR code, get them to scan it, and it will automatically send the SMS with the details of the event or whatever that you may have. So just, think outside the square. QR codes are being utilised. People are more familiar with them. When I started using QR codes, which was around 11 years ago, nobody had really heard of them. Nobody had really used them. And people weren't that into it because basically you had to actually download a QR reader. But with Apple phones now and a lot of the Android phones, you just simply open up your camera, scan, and it takes you to the website. So play around, think about the different ways that you can use QR codes, have a look at all the different data types that you can utilize, things like if you're a business, you can have your Wi-Fi login, you can have a QR code that you automatically send an email message out to somebody. There's things like taking payments, sending people to your Facebook page or group, taking people to things like your podcast using your iTunes link. There's so much that you can utilize. You can also, I love and use it regularly, is Google Forms. Having my link go back to a Google form, absolutely priceless. So I am going to leave you with that. QRstuff.com is free. You can use it with up to 50 scans. But if you want to, you can remember that most of these places, when you're looking at subscriptions, it is in US dollars. So just do be mindful of that. I hope this has helped. I'd love to hear how you're using QR codes in your business.